I don't want to be on here very long, but probably the most evil man in the world is this one here, this guy named Charles Koch. And he's the one who's probably the most responsible for the deterioration of the United States. Because he has, not only is he a far-right libertarian, but his ideas have perverted and polluted political thought since the 70s. And so now supposedly he's admitted he's made a mistake. He doesn't really admit he's made a mistake. He isn't renouncing his beliefs that are wrong, that are totally wrong. He just thinks it's a mistake that, first of all, the Tea Party thing that he helped bankroll, how that money was used that he gave for excessive partisanship. It was always about partisanship. What in the hell is he even talking about? All those foundations that he and his late brother David helped bankroll, of course they were partisan, and they were this libertarian filth, which just says the handful of rich deserve to step on everybody else, and everybody else has to pay taxes to support these elites' lifestyle. And he doesn't have any misgivings about his philosophy. He just expresses misgivings about how that money was being spent. And now he's trying to talk about unification. Now, I think that bastard ought to just plain get out of the public life. Shut down all of his foundations. Quit destroying states like Wisconsin and putting through ruinous ideas. Just give it up. And he says here he regretted his partisanship and the divisions it fostered. But he doesn't regret it at all. He said he and his brother didn't create the Tea Party. We shared their concern about unsustainable government spending, and that's a bunch of shit, of course. He didn't want to pay taxes for anything. These bastards never wanted to pay any taxes. They wanted to be like an aristocracy is in Europe. And he said, it seems to me the Tea Party was largely unsuccessful long term, given that we're coming off a Republican administration with the largest government spending in history. See, he's full of shit. Of course the Republicans have always been about government spending, especially about giving the rich all these handouts. But everybody else is having to foot the bill. He doesn't believe that any government money should be spent on anything other than maybe the military. That's what he believes in. If you don't believe me, read that book, Democracy in Chains. And he is integral to that story. And he worships the ground of the crackpot James Buchanan, the economist, not the president. And now he's wanting to pollute the Democratic Party with his crackpot ideas. He said he congratulated Biden and Harris. He said he looked forward to finding ways to work with them to break down the barriers holding people back. He cited the economy, criminal justice, and immigration as examples of key issues. See, he wants to be able to destroy the Democratic Party. He pretty much ruined the Republican Party. He almost single-handedly ruined it. It wasn't just the evangelicals and Trump. I mean, this goes clear back to McCarthy era, and especially in the 60s with the John Birchers, and his daddy, Fred Sr., was one of the founding members of the John Birch Society. So this is what he reaps, or what he sows from the kind of crackpot philosophy that he espouses. But he's not changing his philosophy. He's just sorry that everything just got out of control with the far right. But now he wants to pollute the Democratic Party. So I think Biden and Harris, they could just say, yes, that's nice. We're glad you're glad for us, but we're not. You don't really have a seat at the table because your philosophy is ruinous to the United States. It can't be run like a third world country with a handful of rich and everybody else poor. Koch is an extremist. So not only did he screw up, but he is a screw up.